The police will be here in 4 minutes. Until then, enjoy the shortbread. They're made from my grandmother's recipe.
We look after your home when you're away, and your guests too, no matter how they entered.
Recently, a short, concise brief landed on our desk from a client in need of an AI-generated commercial. As you can see, it was immediately handed over to the creative team to digest and come up with a creative concept. To produce the proof of concept for the commercial you just watched, we used Seedance 2.0, available through the Higgsfield AI platform, the sponsor of this video, as it currently offers the lowest cost per generation on the market. In this video, I'll walk you through our entire workflow for this production. Phase 1, storyboarding and assets. After finalizing the creative idea, we sat down to create a storyboard and a shooting list. The process was straightforward. Higgsfield offers a variety of text-to-image generators, but we went with our favorite Nano Banana 2, which is our go-to model for most projects. If you want to learn more about its features, check out the link here. The starting point of this procedure is always the creation of our main character and location set design. We created a character card and a set design card defining exactly how our character should look, what he should be wearing, how the set should be styled, and our specific color palette. This helps us achieve our vision and lock character and set design consistency across all shots. You can learn more about it by watching this video up here. When we uploaded these cards to Nano Banana 2 together with a storyboard prompt and, in our case, generated a 3x2 6-image storyboard grid. When you upload these assets, just wait a second for the system to run its safety check. Once cleared, you'll see a little mark eligible, meaning you're good to go. Once the storyboard is ready, each of these images can be extracted, edited, regenerated, or touched up in Photoshop as needed and uploaded to Higgsfield Assets again. These images served as our first frames for the shots. In our case, we created a shooting list based on the storyboard and initially decided that we needed more than just 6 shots, so we generated some more first frames in Nano Banana 2, using our assets already stored in Higgsfield. Once we were satisfied with the keyframes, it was finally time to start generating the shots. We moved over to Seedance 2.0, inserted all assets we needed for a specific shot, added a prompt, and inserted links in the right spots, telling the model which assets to use and when. Thanks to the remarkable prompt adherence of Seedance 2.0, all it takes is a proper cinematographic prompt structure with timestamps to get satisfying results in just 1 or 2 takes. For this commercial, we deliberately didn't use any music, relying entirely on sound effects and voiceover. Seedance 2.0 allows you to request SFX directly in the prompt, and the results are great. Now let's talk about the process and the pros and cons of using Seedance 2.0. We need to separate the ideation and production phases. When you get a marketing brief, the goal is to digest all the info, the product and its unique selling proposition, the target audience and the desired outcome. Your job is to build a communication strategy that answers the questions what and to whom we want to communicate. You establish a tone of voice and define how the brand should be positioned in the minds of the target group. Then it's time to come up with a creative strategy that translates the communication strategy into a visual and narrative hook. It defines the how, the story, the visual style, and the emotional angle that will be used to grab attention and drive the message home. For example, you have to know what symbols resonate with the audience. In our case, we were targeting aspiring, wealthy millennials from one of the European countries with long royal traditions. These customers aren't at the very top yet, but are climbing. They value sophisticated high-level systems that serve as a status symbol in social conversations. We deliberately chose an old money meets glamour aesthetic for the set design, depicting their plans to eventually move from a flashy modern apartment we live in today to a historic royal vibe mansion with top-tier amenities once the financials allow it. Once it's all analyzed and decided, the script is written, including the story, all the scenes, dialogues, and voiceovers. This creative process happens long before we ever touch a computer to create a storyboard. Once the team is on the same page, we dive into the production workflow I just broke down for you. Okay, the verdict. As of April 2026, Seedance 2.0 is arguably the best option on the market for producing AI films. But there are a few things to keep in mind. Its precision in following prompts is both a blessing and a curse. If you know exactly what you want and lay it out clearly, you'll get usable footage on the first or second try. But if you make a mistake or input contradictory instructions, don't expect Seedance to fix it for you. It will do exactly what you asked, often with unpredictable results. Think of it like a restaurant staffed by first-generation Android waiters. You'll get exactly what you point to on the menu. But if you forget to ask for water or salt, they won't just bring it because they thought you might need it. You have to be very specific. There are still some hurdles, like animating realistic human faces or using original scores without specialized editing software like Avid or Premiere Pro. We'll show you how to handle those in one of the upcoming videos. To sum it up, we don't know of a better tool for professionals today than Seedance 2.0. With Higgsfield's preferential generation rates and a solid workflow, it delivers the highest quality realistic film production AI can offer today. It's worth learning to work around its limitations because the output saves you massive amounts of time and credits, and it's just really good. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. See you soon!